Right now is Virgin Group founder Sir Richard Branson, and it is wonderful to see you again, sir. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let me get your take on the global economy as we have these massive worries and markets are trading down on the idea that China is a lot slower than people thought, the U.S. is a lot slower. Based on the airline business, what are you seeing?
We're seeing a very good business, and I think the markets are, as they often do, overreacting. I think they're forgetting that the reason that oil is priced at such a low level is excess supply over demand, and that's a good thing. The oil at sort of $25 a barrel is going to be wonderful for for the consumer. It's going to be wonderful for airlines. It's going to be wonderful for most businesses. The only people that are really going to suffer from it obviously are oil-producing nations and oil companies. And so, I think just writing down all stocks as the market has done is a great mistake. I think there are an enormous amount of companies out there that are going to be big beneficiaries from low oil prices, which I think will also help stimulate demand.
It's interesting because it makes perfect sense. When you're saving so much money at the gasoline pump, you're saving so much money as an airline operator, you would think that you've got that extra money to invest and spend in the economy. Why do you think we haven't seen that yet? I mean, to a more substantial way. Because oil is now 50% from the high.
I mean, I think people over-talk about China. I mean, America and Europe do not rely that much on China, and the fact that China is only growing by 5 or 6% rather than 8 or 9%, it's honestly not such a big deal. And I think the markets are overreacting to China having a slight slow up. I think a far bigger picture story is commodity prices right across the board are low, and that is of enormous benefit. And quite quickly, I think the benefits of low oil prices are going to start being seen in many companies. Obviously, some airlines, for instance, will have hedged, and therefore they won't see the benefits immediately. But those hedges will fall away. And I personally think that oil is likely to stay low for some years to come. So, and then you've got the clean energy revolution that's been agreed in Paris coming along. And you could see a situation where oil never really goes above $40 for many years to come, if ever. Yeah,
I mean, certainly the price of oil has real impact to the transportation industry. Have you seen an impact at Virgin so far? I mean, you've got to have felt over the last year, which I mean, this is now about a year that we're seeing oil prices down 50%.
The airlines that I own, where I've managed to persuade our bosses not to hedge, are smiling. The ones that took the cautious approach are having to wait until the hedges drop away. But over the last 2 years, it's been fairly apparent to me that with things like Iran going to be coming online, and that oil only has one way to go. And yeah, I mean, I won't name specific airlines, but we have airlines that are beginning to do very well out of low oil prices. Now, if you look at the stock market, everything's been marked down. Airline stocks have just been marked down with everything else, and I think that some of those people who are investing in stocks are not actually thinking through the consequences of what's happening.
Something tells me you don't worry about day-to-day moves in the stock market.
Not at all. I mean, fortunately, and we don't. We have a number of our companies that are public, but it doesn't really matter to us. We think long term, and I don't see the end of the world happening right now. I think 2 or 3 years from now, we'll look back at this blip, and opportunities always come out of blips, and that's how people actually make quite a lot of money.
Richard, let's talk about the space business, which is so exciting. Virgin Galactic's second Spaceship 2 will be revealed to the world next month. What should we expect?
A beautiful spaceship. Stephen Hawkins is doing the unveiling, and and the team have worked day and night since the accident to get it back on track. You know, we're very proud of the job they've done. So we're very much looking forward to showing it off to the world.
Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that Stephen Hawking is doing it, and it's people are looking at this as real promise in terms of turning this into. And when do you actually expect to be turning this into a situation where the citizens can go into space?
Well, I'm not going to give dates because I've made that mistake. I'm not going to push you on that. But when we're ready, we'll be doing it. And once it's unveiled, we'll then have our brave test pilots, testing it many times. And when they say it's ready for you and I to go up into space, I hope we'll tempt you up there.
I love it. Oh my God! And I love the idea that you've partnered with Y3 Partners for Virgin Galactic space apparel.
Yes, I mean, I think everything about it needs to be right. The spaceship must look sexy. The spaceport must look sexy. If you're going to go to space, you might as well look good. So, yeah, we've partnered with some great designers there, and I think they'll make our future astronauts look great.
Well, we look forward to that next month in February. Sir Richard Branson, wonderful to see you. Thanks so much.
Pleasure.
We'll see you soon.
Nice to see you.